Hello, everyone. Welcome to our second case of first off the line Prizm. All the spots are already sold and paid for, so we don't have anything left, no stragglers. So I got nothing to offer you guys in terms of spots to pick up for this break. But whoops, or you know what, easier before we actually look this way. Review. Okay, that didn't work. We have a sealed case of first off the line Prizm right here. Let's get into it. It's back. There we go. Let's get into the first box. So what do we got? What spots are we looking for here? What are we looking for today? Yuri Mina. First pack. Here is a Kuka from Watford, numbered out of 199. Alex McCarthy. Spurs. Oh, hey Ryan. Saka. Okay. Here's a Jornai silver. Need some Sancho, Pogba, Varane. So United, basically. We have here is an emergent Tyreek Mitchell. Here's a Kenny McLean from Norwich. Just a pink. Here is a Mikel Antonio, numbered to 340. Nice hit there for the Mikel Antonio spot. Nelson Semedo. This is a Harry Maguire, slabhead himself. Maguire tax is real. What do we have here? This is a Jacob Ramsey. Nice hit for the Jacob Ramsey spot. Number 299. This is a nice hit for Jacob Ramsey spot. I think he's gonna be something special. He seems like he's like under for Jared so far. I thought he's had a good season for Villa. He scored some big goals. I think he's gonna be a good player. And then we have a contrast of Pablo Mari. It was definitely not a good player. Yeah, it's a massive pull. It's a really nice hit. We have a Rico Henry from Brentford, rookie to 340, and a Joao Cancelo. He's awful, yeah. Yep, I should burn it. He somehow manages, like, Maguire tax is real. Like, I wasn't joking at the beginning. Like, somehow he manages to he always manages to do something stupid and concede a goal. I mean, I can't fault him so much for the clearance in his own net. Like, yeah, it's just funny because it's Maguire, but like I could see that happening to other center half, just especially funny because it's him. But like the whole like dude tried to get fancy in his own box, like let it go through his legs in your own box, like you don't do that and then concede a goal. But Tom Davies, number 28, This is a nice hit for the Tom Davies spot. Everton, on the other hand, they look like they're going down. They got a really hard run of fixtures. Like they play like a lot of top teams, and I think like so, but they have games in hand. But at the same time, they're gonna lose like all these games. John Deitch pull it off again. It looks like every year it looks like Burnley will get relegated, and he manages to just pull it off every single year. Here's a Louisa from Watford, number 249. Oh, I mean, no, I get that 100%. Like, I mean, on one hand, like, trust me, I'm no Maguire. Oh yeah, his reaction was so funny. He was sat down and he like Maguire was sat down and he yelled at him. But like on one hand, I totally get the fact that like you can't like on one hand, like I'm no Maguire fan, but I can understand the argument for like it's hard to have seen that he was offside, like from his angle, and like especially with like how delayed Prem refs are, like with raising the flag, like you have to act like it's onside, and with VAR it's so unpredictable. So like on one hand, I can understand that, but it's just not surprising that it's from him. Like he not cost United a goal like every game. Like if you I can't remember a game recently a United game that I've watched that they haven't conceded a goal that like he's so obviously directly at fault for. Our first autograph is RVP, another Robin van Persie. Nice hit for the RVP spot. Like every game, like always manages tries to get fancy, lets the ball go through his legs. Like you don't do that. He doesn't need to get fancy. You don't do that in your own box. Like nobody like that's just not a thing. And like obviously they're gonna finish the chance. Especially versus City. Like it was like such a joke. And then he does that for Spurs. Like this guy just even versus bad teams, he always makes it like just clear and obvious mistake from every time. He has no brand, and it's not like he has like pace either. Like he just gets burnt by every player. The silver Janelt rookie from Brentford. This is a Woodman rookie from Newcastle. Here's a blue Ndidi. Is that a 340? Nice hit for the Ndidi spot. And a Sissoko. Matty Cash. Oh, here's a nice. I think it's out of 10, I believe, for the goal. Right? Out of 10. Yes. Nice hit for the Pablo Fornal spot. I think I really rate what Moyes has done at West Ham. I just don't think that he'll ever. He's not he's not a manager for a top club. Like he just won't ever be. But for a club like West Ham, I really rate the job he's done. I just don't. They're just gonna miss out on top four. I don't think they're getting it. Jordan Ayew, number to 340. Purpa. Good evening. Here's a widescreen Hugo Lloris. Silver Ruben Diaz. Here is an Emmanuel Dennis. Brilliance. Number 2-8. Nice hit for the Emmanuel Dennis spot. He's a good player, but like his finishing is just so inconsistent for Watford. Like they should be scoring way more goals. They just have the entire team, just the end product is just like. Sorry, give me 1 second here. I completely missed this. I completely missed the City game. I was working all day and I watching City. Like I don't like watching City, but you guys just broke the news to me. I cannot believe like Patrick Vieira got the result. That's huge. Like in City normally don't drop points at this stage of the year. I fully think we can win the league now. Now we have right now. So they lost 2 points and now it's a 1 point. Now I think it's a what with our game in hand it should be a 1 point gap. So even if we draw, like yeah, at 1 point, that's big, especially for Taos. I wasn't expecting them to like. I was expecting them to win that. Wow. But we need to. The problem is we still need to beat City. If we beat City, the league's ours. Even if we didn't win tonight, even if City won all their games and we won all our games, I think we would win on goal difference, assuming City didn't have another like 7-0 or something. Jack Harrison auto. I didn't realize that Taos tied. We have a game in hand, yeah. So it's 1 point, assuming we win the game in hand. But that's massive. That's absolutely massive for winning the league. Oh no, fine. I always said this, Ryan. I've said Spurs pull up to about 1 game a year, and it's always a City game. It's always City in the Champions League. Beat City in the Champions League a couple years back. In the league, like lost, did the double, right? I think even Nuno beat them at the beginning of the season. Like they always manage. City Spurs always pull up for the City games. Always. I don't know why, but it's something just something with that matchup. They always pull up. Here's a Brian Gill, number to 340. Speaking of Spurs, that's massive. I did not watch the City game today. Oh, it was crazy. I love that. That was a really good game, but just a complete bottle job by City. Like I mean, Pep completely bottles the competition. That's massive and like holy. I completely missed the game. Wow. Out of 8 here, here's a Hanley. Out of 8 for Norwich. That is wild. The league is very much so. Basically, so if we win all our games, we win the league by 2 points. This is a big hit here. Here's a cracked ice blue Mason Mount, number 275. I'm just a little worried. I'm a little worried about this Salah injury. I mean, it didn't look like serious at all, but they haven't said anything on it. So I'm a little worried what's happening with Salah, and also just based off of what the way Klopp said it in the interview when he was asked about Salah's contract and just like the BS his agent is pulling. Like I'm a little concerned that FSG are gonna screw this one up and we won't resign. Like a little concerned, especially because it's FSG. Like like they won't. I don't think they'll pay him what he's worth. And his agent's being a huge bitch, which is like whatever. But I I don't think that we're gonna pay him what he's worth. But yeah. Klopp said it. Anytime you see he's never injured, so anytime you see Salah like sitting down like that, you know it's not good. Here's an Aaron Cresswell auto. He didn't look like terribly fussed by it or anything. So like it could be something small, but like I don't know. Just definitely not what you want to see, especially at this stage. That combined with the contract situation. Wow, here's a big hit for the Harvey Elliott spot. Number 2, 199. Red Harvey Elliott, the Liverpool color. That is a nice hit for the Harvey Elliott spot. Tradable cards, I believe you have the Harvey Elliott spot. And Mo Salah himself. Yeah, the Liverpool color. Ronaldo, silver. But yeah, I don't know. FSG kind of worries me here. Like they're not known for ones who play, and like Salah's like it looks like he's demanding like 400,000 pounds a week, which like I think is a fair value. Like I don't think that he's being egregious in asking that. It's FSG. Like they don't. It's their wage structure. They're not gonna break the wage structure for Salah probably. Dino at a 340 there, which I mean what I don't think they understand is the fact that replacing a player of solid output will cost you way more than the money you're paying in wages. Like, even if you get a nice fee for him, like even if you get 100 mil for him, but like the cost of replacing a player of his caliber, like you're talking about a world class talent, it's just gonna cost you more. And I don't even know who the replacement would be. So yeah, it really scares me what they're doing with that. Here is an orange Chuco Hernandez from Watford, number 225. Yeah, 100%. When you look at other players in the league that are being paid, like look at Pogba's contract. He's like one of the least deserving players of that kind of money based on his output. Like he's getting big money. So he can't. I don't think that he's being egregious. Here's a Klish at a 99. I don't think that he's being outrageous by asking for. Here's a. I can burn this one, but only he's being outrageous for asking for a fee at that level. I just think that FSU will say we don't pay those kind of wages, which is stupid. But Lo Celso, and it really scares me just because like we're at the point where like we've proven like we are a big club. Like there's no reason why like we should be like have this small club mentality. And then when they do stuff like not paying players the big money, like it's a small club thing. Is it Allison at an 8? Sorry, give me 1 second here. Did Son come out? Missed the beginning now. Nothing Son yet. Here is a Adama Traore. I don't know. It's just a little bit worrying, but why my card from the break is lost. I don't know what that means. If you're talking about this break, we just started it. If there's something else, just send us an email. Here's an Adama Traore at a 159. Another Jacob Ramsey. Here is an autograph of Edouard Mendy. Nice hit for the Mendy spot. I think we got one of these in the first break. Pontus Janssen out of 340. Chris Wood now plays for Newcastle. Here's a Saka. Yeah, they are. They are really nice. Theo Walcott. This is also the cracked ice are nice. Here's a Kyle Walker. Purple cracked ice number 299. Nice hit for the Kyle Walker spot. Sissoko. Here's a Tyreek Mitchell. This is numbered to 199. I'm a Pool fan too. I think they would for selling BBD, or they should. I think it's just more, but the years his age. Yeah, but Kerry, he's proven the fact that at 30, he's proven he's only 30. He's not like in this era, like 30 is like what was 35 10 years ago. But like he's proven like he's extremely fit. He like his production has only gotten better. Like this is his best year, in my opinion, almost as close to his 17-18 season. But like his production has only gone up. Like I'm not concerned with giving a player, a 30-year-old, a 3 or 4 year, even a 5-year contract. He's like Curtis Jones, cracked ice at a 49. I wouldn't be concerned with that. And Virgil doesn't even make nearly as much as he could. But like Salah is demanding his market value. VVD was okay taking probably less than he could have gone somewhere else. So I mean, I don't know. Like 400 shouldn't be isn't crazy for Salah, but FHG won't pay it. VVD also could make 400, like for on another club. He could leave the league and go to PSG would pay him 600. Like here's our Tarkowski. Out of 199. You'll see a sun color blast today. Here's a nice hit for the Armando Broja spot, number 2, 340. That'll be interesting to see where he ends up. I don't think Southampton will be able to keep him. Chelsea, honestly, based on their current striker situation, I would not be surprised if Chelsea if Broja starts for Chelsea next season. Lukaku just sucks so bad. Here is a Vidra and a Cresswell. St. Maxime. Here is a Reedwall, Blue Shimmer, number 2/8. Rodrigo Fernandez. Here is a Cucurella from Brighton. But now hearing that we tied to Palace, now we need to make sure like we get the result versus Arsenal on I think Arsenal Wednesday. So I mean they're on pretty decent form, but like we need to make sure like when we played them the first time, it was absolutely like we absolutely stomped them. Like it was ridiculous. But we need to make sure we do that again. Here's an Edouard Mendy shimmer. Another one. This is the second one we got, I believe. Yeah, no, don't come on. No Gunners. No. You guys already have 3 games in hand. If you can't secure top 4 with your 3 games in hand, you lose them all. You don't deserve to come top. Like we need to win the league to make sure just to prove like you don't need to be an oil country to win the league. Be competitive in it. And it's just funny because Pep just balls. It's also important. There is pressure on us to win it though. Like there isn't, but there is. There's definitely pressure to win it just because like Klopp, I mean, assuming he doesn't renew, he's got 2 years left. Like we want to like recruit big talents. Like you need to be winning stuff to like keep recruiting the best players in the world. Like there's definitely a bit of pressure for us to win the league. Like it'd be very nice too. Patrick Bamford out of 8 here. Here is a Scores Club. Also, you win the league, you get what I think 100 million is the prize money when you win the league. So like I mean, it would be nice to be able to put that towards transfers, considering FSG isn't the most generous owners when it comes to that. At a 340, Ashley Westwood. Let's be honest. If we could only win one, I'd rather win the Champions League. Edward Mendy, Luka Dean. I just think we. I think finally we have some depth. We could be competitive in multiple competitions. Oh, that was the last card. Here's a Landon Donovan autograph. Nice hit for the Landon Donovan. Oh shoot, I'm 3.5 minutes behind Law, but I've bought into 15 cases of Leeds and iMac. I think this is my third Prizm. I'm trying to get a Rafinha auto. Let me know if I hit one. I'm off and on. Okay, no problem. Leeds fan. I completely agree. I live in KC where the Royals pay nobody and the Chiefs finally paid someone, right? Yeah. It was like it's like 500 million. But see, like the Chiefs backed their QB. Like now you've locked them in for nobody. Like, and besides the fact that they've like completely inflated the league for quarterbacks now, but Ederson at a 75, like they got their generational talent. They locked them in. I mean, it's limiting you a little bit with what you can do in free agency, but yeah, no, like solid. It could be at the top of his game for another 4 or 5 years. And FSG aren't gonna just it's American owners. I mean, like they all have American owners always have their drawbacks. I mean, I take FSG over Cronky and just Sella Pink. I take FSG over definitely Cronky, but and the Glazers, to be honest. But here's a Mares out of 199. Forrest Rashford. Javonte Williams signed jersey from some Twitch chat. I mean, it's definitely like cool because it was free, but I don't think. But it's not the best. It's not the best signed jersey you could have. Here is a Visa on a Brentford, numbered out of 340. About halfway through the case. Ashley Westwood. These packs are not opening. Nice. Here is a blue. This is a shirt. Nope, out of 340 from Burnley. Thiago, instant impact. He had a nice goal in the Leeds game. Joe Geldart. He had a very nice. He had a very nice goal in the Leeds game in the weekend. It'll be interesting. Marsh is another guy. Like I'm kind of curious to see what Jesse Marsh can do. Like I think Leipzig was a little bit above like his experience at the moment, so that's why it didn't work out. But it'll be nice to see what he can do with Leeds. If he can, if I mean they first got to stay up, but it seems like Leeds are willing to back like a long term project with him. Jordan, are you there? Gabby Jesus Silver. Like he's just like tactically like way better than Bielsa. Just his Bielsa's like murder ball, like ridiculous press till you die. Like just doesn't work. March is a nice. Here's a Luke shot at 10. Not exactly the kind of 10 you want to see, but congrats to the Luke Shaw spot. No, but yeah. So like I'd say it's just much more sustainable system than Bielsa had. We also just would press. Oh, there's for sure. I mean, personally, I think Everton's going down. Just looking at their schedule, it's like it's really, really bad. Like they play so many top teams. I think Everton has to go down, and then Burnley will escape. I think Watford will go down, and I think Norwich will go down. Maybe Leeds, but I think like they played really well. I thought they had a really good game on the weekend. So if Leeds can keep playing like that, they're not going to go down. Here's an Ozan Kabak out of 8. Looks like it'll be Everton's year, which is pretty funny. Who knew that Ancelotti was carrying them so far above their weight. Kieran Tierney at a 340. And just hiring Benitez was just stupid. Like everyone knew that wasn't going to work. Here's an El Ghazi. Norwich and Fulham, they're just those teams where they're way too good for the championship, but not nearly good enough for the Prem. So like they just go up down up down up down every year. Liverpool fan just won a Rafinha auto. I paid for 10. I haven't to get it at this point. I'd love to sign it. That's the reason I'd like Leeds relegated, please, because Rafinha has a £20 million release clause, which like I think would be a steal. Like this is a rotation player, 20 million. And he's really good. Whoops. But you need Leeds to get relegated for that clause. A Pablo Murray, wow. Lukaku sat him down nicely in that game. It was like at the beginning of the season. 199. Next box. Pundits hyped Lukaku so much when Chelsea signed him. I called it. I called the fact that Lukaku's the same player who left United. He's the same player. This is of Vlasic. He's the same player who left United. His first touch is awful. It's a shot. His first touch should count as a shot on target. Like, but he had the same problems at United. The same exact problem. And everyone was like, "Oh, he went to Inter. He changed under Conte. Like, oh, he changed. Like, I don't think he changed. I just think that they play a different style of footy. Inter in the Serie A in general. Conte really made the system revolve around Lukaku, whereas in Chelsea they don't really cater the system to Lukaku. And in the Prem, it's a different style of defending. Like it's very different. He needs to and I think he's worse, honestly, than the player who left United. Like I think he was better for United than he's been for Chelsea. Here is a Harry Winks auto. I've had no luck today. At least had a Barty Color Blast pulled 2 nights ago. That's a nice hit. Okay, this is the second case we've done no Color Blast to see yet. Someone breaking soccer actually knows about soccer. Refreshing. Cheers. Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. I've been a Liverpool fan since 2015. So I watched a lot of footy, but is a Vlasic. It's just better, I think. In my opinion, it's better when the person breaking the product actually knows about the sport or follows it. Just when I watch breaks of people who are Dan James, when I watch breaks of people who open the products and just don't follow the sport, like they can't pronounce the names, they don't really know what's going on. Like in my opinion, I think it's better when the person breaking the product actually like understands what's going on a little bit. Some people they don't mind them. Just I guess it's just in my opinion. Here's Hugo Lloris. Romero. I love that. I love the video of him screaming at Maguire. I love that video. That's like my second favorite video of the season. It's not really this. My first isn't really season related, but it's just that video of Pulisic, like the guy trying to sell the Pulisic kit in the Pawn Stars video. I love that video. It's so funny. I guess he's the LeBron James of soccer. Here's a Mbembo numbered out of 340. Said the same last break I did it with you, and not the main reason I came back for this one. I'm glad that you came back. We also have, I guess now's a good time for me to segue into that. We have our first case of regular Prem Prism ending tonight. I think the break maybe starts ending in like an hour. So like if you want to get in on that, that first our first case of hobby, not first off the line, Prem Prism ends tonight. I think the auctions start ending in like an hour. So get in on that if you want to break more Prism with us. Here's a Hugo Lloris red out of 199. Schmeichel. Joao Pedro rookie. Give me 1 second. Let me just clear some more room from the cards. Sadio Mane. Yeah, they say Sadio Mane. I don't know why. I don't think Ajax. It's not Ajax. It's Ajax. No, there's some bad ones. I don't even think Mane is the worst one. I think when I hear people try and pronounce De Gea, they say De Gea, and it's just like it's a H, not a G sound. There's some really bad ones. Mane, I guess, in Maine, that's a pretty bad one. But some of the other ones I've heard are really bad. The Ajax, that's a good one. So go. Thanks. Sorry about that. Here we go. Here's a Vidra. We have a Cameros rookie. I don't watch much Brentford, but Cancelo's a good one too. Or Joao. Joao's a good one. They say Joao. It's Joao Cancelo. Here is a Fabio Silva. Wow, this is gonna be a nice one. Here is a Wayne Rooney autograph. Nice hit for the Wayne Rooney spot. I'm gonna one touch this. Give me 1 second. Let me grab a one touch. And also just Last time we got the Beckham autograph. Now we have Wayne Rooney. Put that in the hit cam. Rooney's another interesting one. I mean, I didn't follow Derby County much. I don't watch much championship football, but it'll be nice to see if you can actually get them, let them escape relegation after the points deduction. He seems like he could actually be a top manager. Like, definitely better than Lemon, but maybe not as good as Gerrard. This is a nice hit. Here's a cracked ice, blue Armando Broja, or maybe Broja. Honestly, I have not watched much Southampton. There's some that drive me nuts. I hear OD Omane. Yeah, Regulon, yeah. Yeah, there's some really bad ones. Saint Maxime. Yeah, that's a really nice one. Armando Broja. Even like not to the Todd Cantwell widescreen. Numbered to us, the widescreens are numbered. Like it's not even so much in Prem, like us in like the Champions League products, like Verts, it's Verts, it's Florian Verts, not Florian Ritz. Like Ritz isn't a thing, it's Verts. Like more like in those products that it's like really bad. Like Camavinga with like a hard one apparently to pronounce Musiala. Like here's Harry Kane. This is number 2340. More in those products. So the names of Prem are pretty straightforward. Like for the most part, there's a few that are a little trickier, but here's a cracked ice Federico Fernandez from Newcastle, number 275. Been a good break for the Broja spawn. VVD numbered to 199. Nice hit for the VVD spot. Clean. Some other really bad ones. Sane is a bad one. They'll say Sane. Yeah, Timo Werner. Yeah. Warner. Let's say Warner. People say Warner. Like Rafinha. One day everything will be sunshine and rainbows, and I'll pull them on and sell all of them. Dude, I don't even have autos in this product. So why is the just out of curiosity, what's your connection to Rafinha? If you're a Liverpool fan, you just like the player. Ozan Kabak, Adama Traore there. So not including there's just these remaining packs in this box plus 2 sealed red. So 2.75 boxes left. Jordan Pickford. Fabinho. Here is a Anthony Martial. Apparently he's been decent for Sevilla, I heard, but I don't really watch much. I don't really watch Sevilla very much when I watch La Liga. Here is a Kuka from Watford. This is numbered to 8. Another one of the blue shimmers. Panini missed a trick not having a seller on Mariano. These best would be worth more, in my opinion, if Liverpool had that. Yeah, that's why Liverpool has no autos. 0 autos for Liverpool, I saw. Like, what? Why? Like, one of the best teams in the league. Yeah, pulled a nice Rafinha last year in Chronicles. I think he's going to be good. And I'm making Prizm. I think he's going to be good. He just needs to leave Leeds. Like, he's not going to do anything at Leeds. Brendan Williams at 340 there. He needs to get his move to a big club. Like I remember there was that fake leak that Bayern signed him. Maybe we'll sign him. Depends. Jose Sa. Here's the autograph. Darlow from Newcastle. Davinson Sanchez. Oh, Barcelona are looking at everyone. Listen to Laporte. Listen to Laporta talk. Oh, Laporta for the last 3 months. We're trying to sign Haaland. We're trying to sign Haaland. We're trying to sign Haaland. We're signing Haaland. Yeah, everything's good. Money isn't an issue. Laporta yesterday. I can't make a deal that will risk Barcelona's future financial stability. Oh, so why did it take you 5 months of telling everyone that you're going to be competitive in signing Haaland to realize that you couldn't afford him? Like, it was just, guy just lied. It's just so funny. Barcelona think they're signing everyone. Now it's I read stupid Marca is going around saying that Barcelona are trying to sign Salah now. Like, who makes this stuff up? Kyle Walker Peters. Everyone knows Barcelona's broke. Nathan Collins from Burnley, rookie, now worth to 340. I wish we could get Salah, Mbappe, Musiala, Mane, Eber, literally half the sports players that don't have autos for some reason. They are very much a joke. They're one of the most their own. I don't know. Like Arsenal recently have been good, so like you can't banter them as much. But like, if between United and Barca for the most bantered club in Europe at the moment, like I don't know. You can make arguments for either, but like I don't know. I'd accept arguments for either, but they're definitely one and two. Stuart Dallas. But I guess they're benching for a different. They're a joke for a different reason. Here's a nice one. This is a cracked ice. Joao Pedro, number 249. But it's a different reason. Barca are just stuck in the past. Like everything. Like they still think it's 2012. They still think Busquets is at the top of his game. Like Kike, like Alba, all these players. They were very good players once upon a time, but they're just so past it. And then the signings they make are just like really like you really needed 38-year-old Dani Alves. Like they're just stuck in 2008. Well, PSG are a joke too. Like PSG aren't a competitive football club. They're a PSG are like a fashion club. Like they're not there to actually win anything. Here's a nice Matty Cash auto. They're not there to win anything. PSG are just there just to represent Qatar and to prove that Qatar isn't as bad of a country as everyone thinks they are. That's what PSG are there for, and to secure the World Cup in Qatar. I would venture to guess that PSG. I could see an outcome the Emir of Qatar sells PSG after the World Cup. Even then, they finally another bottle in the Champions League versus Madrid. Like that was ridiculous. Great game, but absolutely ridiculous display from PSG. It just proves that money can't buy It proves money can't buy everything. The club still needs to be one route. Pochettino is not a top manager. Like you can have the best front three in the world, but you can't get them to play as a team. Not only can they not play as a team, but they don't know. They just do what they want on the pitch. But you have the best. You have some of the best attacking players of our generation, and you insist on putting Adrissa Gana Gay, Danilo Pereira, and Paredes in the midfield. Like less than here's a MacArthur Skimmer at 8, but less than marginal. Really bad midfield players. Like Variety's good, but like the rest of them like are not good. Like why? Like, it's the guy just playing FIFA. Like have the best attackers and have an awful mid. Trevor Chalobah out of 99. Did you see Dembele's three assists? Yeah, I watched the Barca game yesterday. They've been playing very well. Last like 5 games. Last five since the January transfer window. To be honest, they've been playing. They've been playing really well. Yeah, the Luke Shaw wasn't out of 10. I'll do a recap at the end here. I'll show you like most of the hits. We'll do a recap. Barca have been playing very well. Just I think they've been playing some favorable opposition, like Galatasaray, like obviously that. Here's a Ramsdale. Like they drew to Galatasaray, which like I guess is the best player they played. So I have a theory that you could split Chelsea's team in half, build around them, and they'd both be better than they are now. Too many players for anyone to build. Oh no, Chelsea's team doesn't make sense to me. It's like not a team. They just sort of sign. Here's a Raheem Sterling out of 199. I'm now. They just sign whoever like the. They just signed whoever like the hype players were like that transfer window. Like they just really you can't fit all those players in a team. Pulisic, Werner, Lukaku, Mount, like Havertz. They don't all fit in a team. Like Havertz, even Havertz himself is an absolute conundrum. Like he doesn't like. What is he? Is he a center forward? Is he a 9? Is he a second? Does he need to play with a second striker? Is he a 10? Like, nobody's really figured out his position. They just sign players that don't fit in the team together. Ziyech, like, you can't play all these players in one team. It doesn't work. There's no team there. It's just like they just signed a bunch of random players. Specifically in the attack. Like, the midfield is solid. The defense. Tuchel's made them really good, but like at the end of the day, like they're still the same players. It's just playing in a 5-back makes them look a little bit better, I think. But like pre-Tuchel, nobody wanted Rudiger or any of these guys. Here's a Jorginho shimmer. Speaking of overrated, Jorginho. But yeah, we have I'll say again, we have our Prem Prizm hobby. Our first case of hobby is ending tonight. The auction's probably ending in the next starting to end in the next half an hour. So if you're interested in getting in on our first case of hobby of Prem Prizm, then you can get in on it. Like auctions start ending tonight. It'll probably takes like a couple hours. So it won't be over, but they should start ending in the next 30 minutes. So get in on those if you're interested in breaking some Prem hobby with us. We have 3 cases listed now, I think. This is a cracked ice Allison out of 75 out of 75. Nice hit for the Allison spot. Allison Becker. Widescreen Vidra. Here from Norwich. This is numbered to 159 on the Todd Catwell. James Madison out of 349. Marcus Rashford. Got 3 packs left here. Here's your last autograph. Jamal Sells. Eric Dyer. There's a Bernardo Silva out of 199. Højbjerg. Taking the biggest L in this break with Saka. Mason Holgate. Let's do a little recap here. These are probably the bigger hits. We got the Cells Auto, the Cracked Ice, Alisson, Jorginho, Blue Wave there, Trevor Chalobah, Joao Pedro, this cracked ice. Joao Pedro is really nice. Jan Benerick. Carl Darlow autograph. Here's a shot of 10 someone was asking about. Jordan Ayew. Thought that was going to be Tyreek Mitchell. One of the two Mendy autos. The Armando Broja. One of them, at least, Curtis Jones. The Mendy, second one. The Harvey Elliott here in the red. Nice red on red there for Liverpool. Mason Mount cracked ice. Jack Harrison. Here's the Fornals out of 10. So that's over. We have the RVP, Robin Van Persie there, Tom Davies, Jacob Ramsey, the Mikel Antonio, and then there is a couple more here. Go. Couple more I think I missed, but there's the Harry Winks, the Lennon Donovan autograph, the Smith Rowe. I missed the Brochetta 75 somewhere here, but there is the Wayne Rooney flashback. But yeah, thank you for watching. Like I said, we have our first case of hobbies ending tonight. Auctions start ending in 30 minutes. So if you're interested in breaking some Prizm hobby with us, then please make some bids. And hopefully I will see I will see some of you in the next break. I thank you for breaking with us, and yeah, hopefully I'll catch some of you in the next one. Bye bye.